This is day 1356 that Arukh HaShulchan. We should be as close for Am Yisrael our Milchama. Today we're doing your there, Simon Reish Mem Beis, Sif Chavzai Chavav Lamed Beis. Chavav. Chol Dvarim Shasu LeTamid LaRos. All these things where we say Tamid became Paskin Zehu Shekshayishtok Kilkul. That's if remaining silent will not lead to some sort of negative ramification. If you by remaining silent, the Avoli there people come to sin, Mutal Lomar, then he's allowed to say Philippi Rabo Mamish, even in front of his Rebbe in person. Chazal say Irvin to separate someone doing a prohibition. Because you essentially see a person about to transgress and do an avera because he lacks knowledge. Only because of his wickedness. But Abosha Seconds Rebbe is silent. Mutar Lafrish, the Talmud is allowed. The Talmud is allowed to separate him. The Lomar allowed to say to him, "Shu Osir," that's forbidden. Afilu b'ifnei Rabo Mamish, even if it's literally in front of his Rebbe. The Chsiva says, "Ein chachma bein tvuna." There's no knowledge nor understanding, even eitzon or counsel. Neged Hashem, opposite Hashem. Chomakom sheishchil Hashem. Any place that there's chil sheshmaim, any places there's chil Hashem. Ein chokim kavel l'rav. You don't honor your Rebbe. The kavod shemaim or the honor of heaven is takes precedence. Even as Rebbe died, or went to another country, also Tamacham Laros Elikino Gil Raw. Tamacham may not paskin unless he got to the level of being Mora Halacha. Chazal saying about his Afites, might see what is that which it says, Karabim Chalimi Pila. For many casualties, it brought down, and great are the number of the that it has killed. Kirabin Chalaleha, Karabim Chalalim, Pila, Zetam Shloikilura Umored. The casualties are the Talmidim who have not reached the level of being Morei Hara, and them paskin nonetheless. V'areze Shaita Rasha V'gas Ruach. So a person like this is a fool, a wicked person, and a haughty person. And these younger students, Hakotzim, would jump up Loros to Paskim, Leishe Barosh, and sit at the top, please Gadel, and to to make themselves grandiose. I don't remember a verb. Make themselves grandiose in front of the Amei. They are Arts. Marbi Machlokas, they cause more divisiveness and they destroy the world. Machabin Torah, they extinguish the candle of Torah. This is all quote from the Torah. What it says, Asumikol Harukea, greater number that are killed, Zel Hefech. That's the opposite. Kol Chacham Shigil Ra, Venam, or else any Chacham got the level of being a moral raw, and he doesn't paskin shivak shimos when they ask him to paskin, he's a meineas teire. He curtails Torah and knows he mishlos in the Rabbi, but stone blocks for the masses. For kids who mean a royal love, so how do we know if somebody is on their level or not? The pshita, the adam out holy smoke. Obviously, a person can rely on himself to make that to make that determination. The virus got the Ishmael. We'll explain with God's help, and he says in parentheses here, if you doubt, I shabaduk. Is about to explain, you will understand this Ramah. The video for Yom Kippur is Arukh HaShulchan. So one of the unfortunate things the Eitz Yosef says, Yodim is somebody who knows how to paskin and doesn't paskin. Yodim is somebody who doesn't know how to paskin and paskins anyway. Chavches, it's not a bias. It's not a base on Mikdash. Well, this is so the Arukh is about to embark into analysis of modern smicha. Afterwards, the time the Chachmei Hashas, there was the authentic and original smicha. He authorized a sage to judge matters of fines and matters of capital crimes. The shard, because for other things, ain't so smicha. You don't need that smicha. V'yarnu kol zeh b'chashmisha siman gimel ayin sham. Explains the Chosh Mishnah. V'shlosha musmachim shemusmachim musmachim Moshe Rabbeinu. 3 people, the bona fide, authentic smicha that have the smicha from other people's smuchim until up to Moshe Rabbeinu. Shesamach Yeshua, who was somech Yeshua. Yeshua somach lachem. Yeshua was somech others. Lachem lachem, others to others. V'koyim also Rabbi. Well, that's. What was the gimel here? Gimel smachim. Looks like there's something missing here. That's for the gimel smachim. Is not supposed to say something else? Anyway, I mean, because the gimel smachim can do the knossos. I don't know. Anyway, be that as it may. So he says the smuchim goes back to Moshe Rabbeinu. According also, Rabbi, call a person as a smicha, Rabbi. By smicha davka eretz yisrael, smicha specifically eretz yisrael, k'mosh kosu nav nusham, like he wrote there. V'achri shizpazlu spazanu b'amusayim b'chok eretz b'eretz. Now, as a result of our sins, we're dispersed all over the world. But lo meitana smicha, we no longer have the authentic smicha. B'elan rosh ladun dinei knossos, we don't have authority to judge matters of fines. Of course, dinei nefashos, so not capital issues. Only in we fulfill the agency of earlier generations. Sham Bereish Siman Aleph. Ayin Sham, I explain so it's Choshen Mishpat. Please, Sham Sheilah Sham Sif Yudal. This we ask a great question there in Choshen Mishpat and Sif Yudal. Din Kem Maya Smicha Nuka V'Zman. What's the smicha you have there? They V'Anu Sham the Smicha Zu. He rak Zecher Me'amam Mitakonos Abasei Sham. Smicha is just a memory of what the smicha was actually once upon a time. Chavtes, this is the way to understand the clarified matters. The smicha b'tzman said the concept of smicha in our day and age. They say to kolam, so people everyone else should give a rod that this person can paskin. You say, and the smicha is given in MTJ by Moshe Feinstein. Said on the back is a joke, but it would say on the back, this is not for actual practical use. In case of actual need for a psak, call XYZ, and Moshe's number was there. So in Lika, they used to give smicha al shem ha'asi. Rabbi Yitzchak Chani used to give many people smicha, and he said, listen, you can't really know what it means to be a rav till you get to be a rav, and you have shimush from acting as a rav. So I would say that the mashal for our modern day smicha is it's a learner's permit. The thing is, there's never a test for the driver's license, but this is the learner's permit. Okay, so the answer is that he reached the stage where he can paskin and that which he's paskin is with the authorization of his Rebbe Hasomcha, which gave him the smicha. Because Rabbeinu Ramah, the Ramah writes, if his Rebbe already died, ain't circle smichos, doesn't need smicha. Also Talmid Chaver has reached a similar level to his Rebbe, ain't circle smichos, he doesn't need smicha. Ufisha has manishal fanenu. And in yesteryear, nice for us, Midaras Kadmonim, and from ancient generations, Shekol Ir Bocheresla Rab Muvhak, every city chooses for itself a recognized rabbi, La Ros Ladun to Paskin and to judge. V'nechshav Kara Muvhak L'chol Ir B'Sviva is considered the recognized rabbi for the city and all its environments. Famous Shuslach, and there's no permission for anybody else. Afilu higia l'ra, even if he came to the level of lahoros ladun b'makom hazeh. Elin Cain no sin l'rava yerushus hazeh. So in the bisman hazeh says the rabbi of the city has to give people within his jurisdiction the right to paskin, otherwise they can't paskin. So therefore, noagin no simlo smicha, we give the smicha, they should include vochel rav. So he should be able to be chosen as a rabbi, be'ez akila, in whatever congregation. Avalo smicha, but without that smicha, osios rav or a tzedek, can't be a rabbi or a place of chinog mikam monenu, chlil shanos, and the ancient custom, and chas v'sham to deviate. Because ikan yana smichos banazet, it's primary concept of smicha in our day and age, because zekein netilas rishus, and similar to getting authorization in the time of Chazal, the edus shehila ra, and it's a testament that this person has reached a level where he can pass it. Because I've been around the Yeshua, the Misha ain't on this Moreno. Those who say somebody that doesn't have smichas Moreno, which used to be the smicha to be a rabbi, and when the 19th century, some smichas, or 20th century, the smichas Moreno became an honorific, like Moreno Yaakov Rosenheim, just like the Yekkes have the honorific of Chaver. But once at a time it was smichas, called smichas Moreno. Nothing gitin with chalitzos, and nevertheless does gitin and chalitzos. In the parentheses, it says, "B'makom she'ein sham rav," in place where there's no rabbi, is shemesa rav, or the rabbi died, or he went to another city. Ein b'masav klum. His activities are worthless. Yesh lachush l'gitin b'chalitzos shenasan, and we have to be concerned that gitin and chalitzos he arranged are not proper. Unless everybody knows that he's an expert that the masses have recognized. It's only on account of his humility and aloneness that Enabakish goes, he's not looking for big things like big positions or being called Moreno. Umakam Igun, and a place where otherwise the woman would remain in Aguna. Yesh Lakel, we could be lenient in Farnos and Agitim Chalitza is already arranged to get from Chalitza. Avlo B'derech Acher, but not any other way. Kiminag Shei Soil Torah. The minhag of Israel to use rabbis for the purpose is Torah. Funny, he also sees Mishamuta L'Seis Morenu L'Achad Shei Yisad Agitin. You can give Morenu to, if the person is going to be right to Gittin, if he doesn't have any other expertise, it seems. Even though it was not the original way in which smicha worked, it's only like getting authorization, and therefore it's okay. Meaning, the Arukh HaShulchan explains so much. In ancient times, we didn't give authority to somebody on a specific detail. Okay, unless he was worthy of judging and passing him holding and turn all the Torah laws. See if you Gimel, Ayin Sham. Like the Ram brings down and Arukh HaShulchan, it's been discussed in the Chesed Mishpat. Can Eich Nosim Meshus Masada Gitin? So how can you give him just authority to be Masada Gitin? Im Eino Royal called the Torah. It's not suitable to pass in other halachos of Torah. But since our smicha is only authorization, we authorize in one thing. You never heard giving the person who's writing Gittin a smichas morenu just because he's writing Gittin. Giving somebody a smicha based on their knowledge of Hilchos Tefillin, Hilchos Shabbos. With ein men again, that's not custom. In fact, in a Gittin the Chamira, especially the laws of Gittin, which are very severe, and there's potential isser of Eishes Ish. Ein those things smichos apratze bavad. You don't give a smicha just on Gittin. V'gam b'dinei kiddushin. Also, is lacking mishen yodeh b'tiv kiddushin. Also, in terms of being Masada kiddushin, laws of kiddushin, you have to be knowledgeable in Gittin and kiddushin. In Rakish Ezer She'ela about kiddushin, you have to at least know what questions to ask about kiddushin. So then you can bump it up the ladder to the recognized rabbi. Namralf, mitzad inyas smicha shenizbar, on account of the smicha which you explained, nagu sheis makov ksas l'somcha. So because of its nature, the person who gets smicha is somewhat subservient to the person who gave smicha. Chem shalom b'yeshiva zman echad, and also the people in yeshiva for a certain amount of time. No, a lot of people custom say shu talmid bal yeshiva is a talmid of the person who owns the yeshiva. In other words, that Rosh Yeshiva. And even though it's possible that the Rosh Yeshiva heard more chidushin than him. I'm not sure what he means by that. Also seems like a typo of some sort. It should be impossible. Maybe the Talmud is the Rosh Yeshiva is an honorable appointment. And maybe the Talmud knows more, but he's still kafuf with the Bala Yeshiva. Sometimes he goes to Bala Yeshiva, not the Rosh Yeshiva. These minhagim have a source, amashi smoke on which they rely. Can't pass and sham. Tami cannot give smicha to others if it is in place of his rebbe. Im lo kibel nismach smicha miyada rava hu samech. And if he didn't, the person getting smicha does not get it from the rabbi who's when the person, I guess, who gives smicha that locale or that yeshiva, but with other rabbis, nasa lohem snif, and he becomes subordinate to them. Ein lo so rav listora love klal. So the rabbi who didn't give smicha should not assert authority over him. He made a rabbi of his nice rebbe. The rak kishu samcha levado, or if he's the only one to give smicha. Oh, Shuaya, some original first give smicha. Does not go shanismach ktas kavu ktas elo k'moshe kosadu. And the custom is that the person getting smicha should be somewhat subordinate to the person getting smicha first, or a person who was the only person giving smicha. Lambe, it's close to Rabbi Rama. Rama writes, with Steve Yugim, we start calling them shelo yorek shushasu yain. Person should not pass when he's drunk, or shadvarim or shakrim, or whether it's wine or anything else which intoxicates. Even if it's talking about acid positive symbol, which is clear in the Paiskim. We'll go learn and we'll go ask in the base matters. They'll tell you what kind of show. Ram says, Ukshem Shas Lakoin because the Mikdash, just was a coin, just like coin cannot enter the base of Mikdash. Neas Chirus if he is Chirus, if he's drunk. Kach also Chol Adam, Ben Coin, Ben Yisrael, it's also any person where the coin Yisrael, Lohoras the Paskin Shu Shasi when he's inebriated. I feel achal tomorrow, even the way he got inebriated was by eating dates. Oshas Chol, if I drank milk. The Shtab Shadai man, and this distorted his mindset even a little bit. Irish and Paskin. Shneimar L'Rosis Bnei Yisrael to juxtaposition to the it says Quantum given the Avodah and also to Paskin for the people, and therefore there's a linkage between the parameters of the two. If you Paskin something which is explicit Torah, actually though it's talking to the point that Tzedokim with only Torah Papen know this Mutter, that's okay. Go Shoresh Hasheretz Tamei, such Paskin the Sheretz is Tamei of a Tzvadei Torah and a Frag is Torah. Vadam also blood is also Chetz Bezeh, etc. Mutter Lishbo, Mutter Lishchor Lelame Torah. Not Lishchor. Mutter Shikor Lelame Torah. An Hebrew person can teach Torah. I feel halachas and midrashas. Ima halacha and matters shvusha lo hiore, as long as it doesn't paskin. Ima chacham kabul lo ra, but if he is a chacham who is the posek in the area, lo yilamed, he shouldn't teach. Why shalim mudo horai? He teaches it's like paskin in kanashana. V'nir shkam raslama lam bilachem. Shon says it's talking about teaching others. Chem vor mimakar din bekrisis yud gimel ayin sham. This is clear from the Gemara Krisis where the din emerges. The Rashi Sham Gam Lamed Shari. According to Rashi, there also to teach is permissible. Eli Imu Adam Gadol. Unless he's a great man. Rabbi Sholim Etzel Shelos. And many people ask him questions. Vain Ibukotali Malik Mizeh. And he can't get out of it, even saying, I'm saying sheer, not paskining. He can't get out of it. Some people like Ramosha has that issue. Also, Lamed in that case, if he's inebriated, he can't teach.